Welcome back to school. I'm Mr. Carlson. This is totally different than what we were used to, but it is still school online at MHP. And I'm really excited to kind of try out this new avenue to get to meet you guys. You guys have a rather small class, but I'm still excited because stats is one of those classes where it's very applicable, it's very easy to use, and it's just a fun class overall. I'm slightly saddened that it's online because there are so many more activities and fun activities that we could do inside the class, such as like M&M activities, Hershey Kisses activities. We could play games and so forth. Like there's so many different things. So unfortunately, we can't do that because it's online. But it's still an easy class. It's still a class that students just really enjoy. It's not one of those classes that's very like finicky or detail oriented like algebra. So if you're about that life, I'm about that life. I'm going to share with you just the introduction, who I am, because I've had some of you before, but most of you I haven't. So I'm going to just share briefly who I am, what I like to do, what I like, what I hate. I'm going to share with you the syllabus pretty much step by step in detail. If you're listening and watching this video, then more than likely you definitely received the syllabus. So please, please, please review the syllabus and follow along with your parent or guardian as you're watching this video. Okay? And then after that, I will show you your homework assignment, which is actually very, very easy. So don't worry. I'm actually probably going to do most of it with you. All you have to do is just kind of follow along, even right now, as I go through it later in the video, and just submit it, and then I will grade it for you. And that's all you have to do for the weekend, besides get your syllabus acknowledged and signed. So I'll go over all of that. I hope you're pretty excited. All right. So welcome to stats. I've often said that good mathematics is not about how many answers you know, but it's how you behave when you don't know. There's going to be a lot of things we don't know when we go into this class, guys. A lot of things with the online stuff that we don't know, and I don't know how to maybe grade this properly because it's maybe different. I have to change something because corporate or MHP wants something different. Maybe technology busts on you, or you don't know the answer. You don't know how to get a hold of me. There's so many different avenues that I could take this, but essentially it's about how we behave when we don't know. Okay, we have to be courageous. We have to be patient when we don't know something instead of just, oh, math sucks. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's a little bit better. I love this class, and there's some questions that are still difficult for me, perhaps, at least for honors, perhaps to wrap my head around. But I'm learning still because I redid this whole class pretty much, not just for online, but for last year too. So there's a lot of questions I'm still getting used to, but I will do my best. And I also like this. Welcome to Probability and Statistics, the class where everything is made up and the numbers don't matter. Is that true? It is true, actually. Statistics is one of those classes where it's very interpretive. Let's just say that. So I hope you really do enjoy the class, though. I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I'm going to get into the syllabus, and then I'm going to share with you what we're going to mainly be doing, not just for your weekend homework, but most of the time using Desmos.com. So most of you have probably seen my wife around, Mrs. Carlson. She's great. She also teaches English. You may even have her for an English class right now. This is my favorite equation because I'm a math geek, but not really. Like, I just really like it. It's really beautiful. Really advanced stuff, though. And that's the guy who came up with it. This is my guitar. It's a very, very beautiful guitar. I love that guitar. It's very expensive. I've been playing guitar for about 15 years, so I really like guitar. And, of course, I love Spider-Man. And these are my two cats. This one is way better. Her name's Lucy. Her name's Jossie. Lucy is fatter, wiser, better, fluffier. I mean, she's just so much, but she almost died this summer. So we actually saved her because she had liver failure. And so she was about to die, but she didn't die. So I'm really excited about that. We saved her twice. She was adopted. No one wanted her. So we took her in 4 years ago. Now we saved her life again. This is my alma mater. I graduated here. It's a small town college, essentially. It's basically Clark Summit University, just Very small college near Scranton, Pennsylvania. I have 2 degrees from there, one in theology, slightly philosophy as well, and then one in math education, which is what I'm doing right now. Yay. This is a summarized version. I'm just going to kind of hit the main points here for the syllabus to summarize, and then I'm going to go to the main syllabus and actually step by step go through it. So if you only want one or the other, kind of skip past one or the other. But classroom expectations, what can you expect for this to be online? What's going to happen here? Well, what's going to happen is, first of all, you're going to watch this video in its entirety. I hope it's not going to be too long. And also what's going to happen is every Monday at the start of the week, I'm going to be posting videos and posting PowerPoints. Often the videos will be linked inside the PowerPoints to kind of just not confuse you all. I'll be posting all those throughout the whole week. You will have a suggested template on the on Google Classroom, which I'll show you in a little bit. On that suggested template, you will have different things like the lessons that you need to go through for that week, each particular day, the homework for that particular day in correspondence to that lesson. And the next day I'll have a lesson with homework, next day lesson, homework, and then maybe a quiz. So I have a suggested template on Google Classroom for you when you get there, and that will show up on Monday. So you can expect that every Monday. You can also expect many videos, especially if it's a lesson, if there's a homework assignment attached to it. I will be going through the lesson as much as possible. Okay? So that's what you can expect being online. You can also expect to check in with me daily. I know in quarter 4, we only checked in with teachers once a week. That will change right now. So you're period 4, right? So that means you presumably watched other teachers' videos by now. So that means they probably are telling you you need to check in every single day. And I'm telling you the exact same thing. Whether that's through Google Meets, which is at 1:30 to 2:30, Monday through Thursday. I will show you the link in a bit. Or through a Google form or email or just plain working. You need to communicate to me so I know you're alive. You can also expect that. Policies haven't really changed. Just don't beat up the computers, especially if you have a MHP Chromebook. Make sure you keep it up to date and don't destroy the thing. Yes? Okay. Don't destroy it. That's a great policy. Cheating policies are still in act, so I'm telling you, don't cheat as much as possible. It's actually really hard to cheat in stats, by the way. It's like extremely difficult. So good luck with that. But procedures, the procedures will just, I'll kind of share the procedures, I guess, when I go through the attendance procedure and what to look for and what can you expect in my videos. I'll kind of explain that. But here's the brief assignments. For those of you who are new to my class, I really have 3 types of assignments. I have other assignments, but really I have 3 types of assignments here. So the first type of assignment is homework quizzes. These are 10 out of 10, usually 5 questions. Okay, sometimes they're 20, 25 minutes. Sometimes there's even 3 questions, but most often than not, you'll see maybe 2 or 3 of them each week. Not next week because it's the first week and you guys are special. But about every other week or so, you'll have 2 or 3 homework quizzes. Very, very easy. They go over the homework. So if you did the homework before you did the homework quiz, you'll be fine. Okay, until 5 questions at max. Friday quizzes, I really only have 2 quizzes that are beyond Fridays. So they're not on every Friday. 50 points, 10 questions, and yeah. And then you have 2 tests actually in statistics. 2 tests, 100 points each, 20 questions. So this broken up in 2 units. You have a unit of probability and a unit of statistics. So next week, we're going to be kind of doing descriptive statistics, kind of like a preview. And then the week after that, we start with our first unit, probability. If you're interested in honors, please let me know. It's actually very easy. Obviously, you're not going to see me hand them out after class. So all you need to do there is just contact me, have your parent or guardian contact me. And if you want interested in honors, all they have to do is say that. And then I will put you in honors. Okay, I'll explain more about that later. The science syllabus. There is an acknowledgement form that you need to fill out. Perhaps right now, as you're watching the video, as you have the syllabus in your screen, in your hand, whatever, as you're looking at the syllabus, as I'm about to go through it, please have your parent or guardian be reviewing it with you. And then I want that acknowledgement form that I'm going to show you in a bit, due by 8/5. That's Wednesday by 4 p.m. So before we get into this, I'm going to go straight here. This is the syllabus. I want to try to go not point by point, but sort of, because it's very important. This is a totally different kind of quarter here. First things first, statistics online. You'll see this. You can click on this. You'll have a PDF copy of it. This will give you the syllabus acknowledgement form, and I need you and your parents to fill this out. So give me your email, you'll be in statistics, record your name, parent email, phone number, what is best. If you have internet access even, I want to know that. And most of you have internet access, but if not, then we have a whole nother game plan that we need to do, right? So I need to know about that. And then if you read and understood the syllabus, please select yes for both, because this one is academic dishonesty. Mission Heights is still with their academic dishonesty policy, and I'll review that a little bit on the syllabus. All you have to do is just submit that, and then it comes to me, and that will count as signing your syllabus. Okay, that's really all you have to do today. You will have brief weekend homework, but you'll get it easily done in 10 minutes, and probably when I'm even on the video right now, explaining it soon. But yes, complete this. So I know that you are here, you watched the video, and you are filling it out correctly. Okay? So there's that. Let's get out of there. Next thing is the Google Classroom, a Google Classroom code. So that's I don't know if you guys can see it, but WEKN7SO. It's right here. So you can go ahead and pause the video and get that down. Get on Google Classroom right now. I'll come back to Google Classroom in a bit, but that's the Google Classroom code. The virtual office hours, it's going to be Monday through Thursday, 1:30 to 12:30. This is your fourth period technically. And then on Fridays, I have optional tutoring time. So you don't need to show up for Fridays. But with Monday through Thursday, I actually do really want you to show up. I get you have life and stuff and you won't be able to click on this link and show up, right? I will show you what to do after that, but if you can't do that, but all you have to do is click on that link. On Monday, I will be on that link from 1:30 to 2:30. So I expect you guys to be there. I want to get to know you, see your faces. I want to answer any questions you may have, okay? You'll see this video link right here, just linked up right here. I don't have it yet, but I will. And all this is just fun jazz. This is the course outline. These are my classroom expectations. I really want you to ask questions. That's my first and foremost. I can't read your mind, guys. So if you don't really know, especially if it's online, how do I know you really are getting the material here? So I need you to ask questions as much as possible. I'm not going to go through the login instructions for Google Classroom too much, but this is pretty self-explanatory. We all know how to get on Google Classroom, or should know, but I strongly urge you to peruse around the site, the materials and everything that I posted here, which I'm going to show you right now. And then I'll get into what this Math Excel stuff is, because that's really what we're going to be using this. We're going to be using that as your main classroom homework, test, quiz, almost similar to PLP. We're going to be using that. Okay. So this is your Google Classroom. Don't use this Meet link. Don't use that. Don't click on that. It's not going to be active anyways. I already showed you the code here, so let's go to the classwork page. A lot of things here, so I'm going to try to go brief. Here's the syllabus. Again, in case you forgot it, right here, and here's the syllabus acknowledgement form. Okay, remember that's hyperlinked already in the syllabus there for you. So please acknowledge your syllabus form right there. Okay, great. And then this right here is just a curriculum outline of kind of what we're learning in the class if you're interested. The honors contract, if you're interested, have a parent and guardian email me by next Friday. That's what you are, what it's about. And then let's go online information. So attendance, this is a very short, sweet, just summarized attendance slide basically saying, hey, this is what I'm expecting for you guys. Most teachers will have something similar to this. I'll explain the attendance more later. Okay? This is what I really want to get at. Virtual office hours and check-ins. It's a material. So it's a material page right there. Just reiterates my virtual meeting hours. So I do want you guys to show up. I really do. I expect you to be on this link. Just click on this, on that link from 1:30 to 2:30. I expect you to do that. Okay? So just simply click on the link below during that time. Virtual office hours. It's different from Friday to 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So all you have to do is fill out this form. I'll show you that in a bit. And basically, it's just one-on-one tutoring. If you don't want to share what you're struggling with, in the actual meet on that day, you can schedule a time specifically with me one-on-one, and we can go through it. If you can't at all go to the Google Meets at all for whatever reason, even though I'm expecting you to, and so is the rest of the school and Mrs. Mace and admin, if you can't do that, then there's a variety of ways you can contact me every day, because we're expecting you to contact the teacher every day. I keep reiterating that, yes. So email, you can always email me. I will always answer. I'm probably going to change my Google text number because they may change that number, so that's kind of in limbo right now, but technically you could still text me if you want. And then the Google form, this attached. So I want to go to that first. So if you can't, for whatever reason, cannot get on the class meet, okay, I want you to fill out this form. Where did I find it again? Found it on virtual office hours and check-ins, and then right here. Okay, right there. It's the student daily check-in. Remember, it's daily now. So just put in your email address. You'll put in your first name. Let's just say Bob, and then your statistics period 4. And then this is really just the check-in right here. This is really just check-in stuff. So how are you feeling today? You're feeling awful? I'm sorry. I'll try to help you, but just tell me how you're feeling today. Do you need any help with assignments? What's your progress in completing the assignments? Because again, technically, like I said, guys, everything's going to be opened up by Monday. I mean, the whole assignments will be opened up on Monday. So you will technically be able to finish everything by, Wednesday if you want. So let's just say you're filling this on Thursday. You would say, and you're not coming to the Google Meet with me, and you'd rather do this. You can say, yeah, at 100%. And this is your way of communicating to me on that day that you are still alive and well and that you completed everything. Okay? So how well do you think you are doing so far in your math class? You'll tell me that. And then if there's anything I can help you with or questions and concerns. So fill this out again if you're not going to come to the Google Meets. I want to reiterate, guys, it needs to be every day. You need to communicate to me every day. And this is a great way to communicate to me without actually coming on and talking to me verbally, seeing me face to face. If you don't want that, this is a great way to do that. Okay? It's a great way to do that. All right. You need to do it. Let's go back. So that's the virtual office hours. Here's just the same schedule that Mace sent you. You probably received it in your emails about period 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little bit more structured than quarter 4. It's different than quarter 4, so make sure you know that. And then this is the one-on-one support request form for Friday that I was telling you about. You can just click on this, and you just fill it out saying, yeah, I want one-on-one support with Mr. Carlson. You say teacher, last name, email address, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Focus notes. You will see this. Isn't that great? We are an avid school, guys, and we are going to be doing focus notes still, note checks. And I'll be checking them about every other week, about 5 checks a week. So this is your first one. I try to be as clear as possible in this and what I'm actually looking for when it comes to just rubric and stuff. I will only be checking these set of notes, and that's going to be later on next week. So you don't need to upload pictures for any other set of notes than this one. You should still do the other set of notes, obviously, because I'm going to quiz you on it, but you don't need to upload any pictures for any other sets of notes there. Okay. So yes, we will be doing focus note checks. That's due August 7th. So if you get done with all the notes by Tuesday, you can go ahead and take a picture of your notes and send them my way. Absolutely. And then here's our first unit, Unit P. It's a prerequisite unit for descriptive statistics. I'm going to get into the Math Excel username and login, but I do want your username and login information when we get logged in on Monday. We're not going to do that this weekend. We're going to get logged in on Monday. Okay. Here's a Desmos statistics tutorial. We are going to be using Desmos a lot, guys. By a lot, I mean like a lot. Like you will not survive this class unless you know how to work Desmos, which is why I'm giving you weekend homework that has to do with Desmos. It's actually really easy. I'll explain it to you. But Desmos is an amazing online free graphing tool that I use, and I give you links constantly towards so that you guys can succeed. And so that's not really going to be heavy, I guess, as it were, until Unit 8, which is statistics, because Unit P is this, and then we'll get to probability after that, and then we'll get to statistics. So it's not going to be as intense, but I just want to precursor it for you. This is a playlist of just YouTube crash course statistic videos. Sometimes I show that in class. And then these are basic stats videos. Let's just say you hate this Carlson guy screaming at you right now. If you don't want to learn from him, you can learn from these videos. These are actual lessons that I go through, basic stats, set notation, Venn diagrams. These are lessons that I will actually present in my own way. And if you don't like what I present there, if you don't like the video, you can go over here and learn from them. Okay? So really, there's tons of videos, tons of resources available to you guys. And I really want you guys to succeed as much as possible. So let's go here. All right, Math Excel for School. All but maybe 2 of you have experienced Math Excel for School. Now I look at the roster. Okay? Basically, it's an powerful online platform where it allows you to, it basically gives you the real time what your grade is on certain assignments and everything. So if you do a question, it will tell you if you got it wrong or right, and you can move on and so forth. A lot of students like it. But what you're going to do on Monday, and I'm going to explain this on Monday, what you're going to do on Monday is basically follow these steps. I have to give you this access code. Okay, all but one of you needs this access code. Okay, there's only one of you that doesn't need this access code. This is not the access code you will be using. It will look something like this. Don't use that one. Okay, it will look something like that. But I won't give that to you until Monday. I hope that's clear. And only one of you that I know of does not need an access code. Make sure you use your school email, and then you will get something like this. Memorize what that looks like, because it literally looks just like this. This is the course ID. I'm going to explain all of this on Monday, but I'm just kind of helping you kind of wrap your head around what we're going to be doing. So I hope to see you on Monday. I will give you an access code that I will provide to you hopefully before Monday, but it'll probably be on Monday. So if you're registering for a new account, you'll follow these instructions. Make sure to use your school email. And then if your account is not expired, which again, one of you is in here, you will just simply go down to here. Make sure you read all this. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm tired. And I'm sure so are you. It's period 4, right? We've seen all these videos before. Yeah. Desmos, I already went through Desmos. It's a free online thing, so make sure you make an account. It's completely for free. You should do that. What's required? I do recommend this calculator. You don't necessarily need this calculator because Desmos pretty much does everything for us in statistics. So if you want to hold off on that, that's fine. But if you ever take algebra with me, I highly recommend that. And if you especially take an upper level math class with me, I pretty much require it. Okay? I won't go through the Google Meets or expectations here. I want to kind of pinpoint on this homework. Homework, makeup work, test quizzes, participation, all that stuff. And then I'll kind of get to the Desmos activity, and then we will end. So homework, how does homework work? So you will have homework on the online program, Math Excel for School. You won't have online homework besides the Desmos activity this weekend. But starting Monday, you'll start to be assigned homework on Math Excel. Okay. Usually it takes about 30 to 60 minutes. Especially in stats, it's actually really simple and easy. So sometimes it even takes 15. It's not supposed to take that long. Afterwards, you're expected to take a homework quiz, which online you're going to be expected to take a homework quiz. Not always, but if there is a corresponding homework quiz, you ought to take it with open notes, of course. And there are no more than 5 questions, usually. I already told you that. Now, I don't grade the individual homework assignments. So let's just say you have a homework assignment called, probability, like 3.1 probability. And that's on Math Excel. I'm not going to have a graded assignment on synergy saying 3.1 probability. Oh, you completed it at 70%, so I'm going to put 70% into synergy. I'm not going to do that. I do have another way of grading homework, but it's not that. But rather, if you complete that homework assignment at 100% and you have a corresponding homework quiz due that week, so let's just say you have a homework quiz, 3.1 probability, that's due after that on Math Excel. If you complete the homework at 100% before taking the homework quiz, I will give you up to 2 extra credit points on the homework, capped at 10 out of 10. So what this means is if, let's just say, you get one wrong on the homework quiz, 8 out of 10, you get one wrong. It's 4 out of 5, but I round it up to 8 out of 10. I scale it up to 8 out of 10. And so if you get 8 out of 10, what does that mean? Well, I see if you've done the homework. It just so happens you have done the homework and you did it at 100% and it was on time. And since it was on time and online and it was at 100%, that means I put 2 extra credit points. So lucky you don't get 8 out of 10 on the homework quiz. You get 10 out of 10. So I hope that was kind of clear. I'll explain a little bit more on Monday if you need it. Lastly, if your current grade in Synergy is at least an A, 89.5, at the time of taking any homework quiz, you may choose not to take the homework quiz. And this is true only after week 2. So after week 2, if we take a homework quiz, let's just say you have a 90, a straight 90%. You don't need to take the homework quiz, and I will excuse it. Let's just say you do take the homework quiz, though. You have 90% in the overall class. You do take the homework quiz. Will that count against you if you fail it? No, it won't. I actually won't put it in the gradebook. It's a free homework quiz that you can just take to kind of test your ability. Let's just say you have a 90% in the class and you take the homework quiz and you got 100 on the homework quiz, even though you didn't need to take it. Will I put that in the gradebook? Absolutely, because that helps you. So if you have an A, it's very advantageous for you to keep that A, because then you can actually choose whether or not to take a homework quiz, and that's after week 2. I hope that is clear. Homework quizzes are not retakeable, okay? So that's not true in class and online. And then there are no makeups for homework quizzes, no makeups at all. I'm giving you the whole week, guys. I'm opening everything up from Monday all the way to Friday or to the end of the week. And you have the whole week to complete it all. So if you're really not completing it during that time, it's a straight 0, okay? A 0. The only reason why I would allow an extension on a homework quiz is if a parent or guardian contacted me personally saying they need an extension for whatever reason, like a death in the family or another emergency that they need to do. So that makes sense, yes. But for if you're fine and everything's fine and you're just not taking it and you want an extension, no, I'm sorry. Quizzes and tests are very similar to that, so I'm not going to go too much involved here, but basically same thing. If you complete the review, the quiz review at 100%, you get 5 extra credit points towards the quiz before you take it. It needs to be the quiz review needs to be completed 100% before you take the quiz. And yes, I will be able to tell that on Math Excel. Same thing for a test. If you have a unit test review, if you complete that at 100%, it'll be 5 extra credit points toward a test, 10 extra credit points towards a final exam. Again, no makeups. Okay, I'm trailing along here. So this is very, very important right here, Math Excel assignments. Now, I did say I'm not grading the individual Math Excel assignments. When you get into the actual gradebook on Monday, the Math Excel, when you actually get into the Math Excel program, what it looks like, I'm going to explain it, but Essentially, the individual assignments I'm not grading into the gradebook, but I'm doing something different. I'm actually doing a participation grade for the weekly average of all your assignments together. What does that mean? Well, I gave you a whole paragraph full of examples. So I'll go through some of them. Let's just say in assignment 1 in the week, you got 100%. Assignment 2, you got 70%. And assignment 3, you got 80%. The average percent for your homework that week is 83.3%. So I will take that and I will round up to 10 out of 10 points for your weekly participation grade on Math Excel homework. You may even see this already on Synergy. It will say week 1 Math Excel homework participation. Okay. If you, however, score the following, assignment 1, 30%, 2, 10%, and 3, 0%, that's like roughly what, 20%? I will round down and say, no, you didn't do enough to score anything. You get a 0 for weekly participation that week. Okay. And last, if you score 1 out of 50, 2, 60, 3, 60, that average percent goes around 53.3%. So I take those homework assignments, average them, it's 53.3%, and I round to 50% or 5 out of 10. So summarizing this, weekly homework, Math Excel participation. What am I, as a student, you, required to do? To do your homework, to put bluntly, because you will score either a 10 out of 10, a 5 out of 10, or a 0 out of 10 on weekly Math Excel homework participations. Okay, so yes, true, if you have an A in the course and after week 2, you don't need to do the homework quizzes. Yes. Does that mean you just scot-free with doing any of the homework? No, you still need to do the homework. Okay, because that's still a participation grade for you. Focus note checks I already went through. Other participation assignments is like Desmos activities, which we're going to go through one right now, shortly. Requirements, just checking notes, like I said. I usually update grades every week, definitely every day. And the late policy is reduction, just minus 10% deduction. Every day it's not turned in. School rules stay the same. Technology, take care of your technology. Attendance. This is the biggest thing, the last big thing I have to say on the syllabus. And then I'll get to my Desmos activity, and then I'll kind of show you kind of what to do, and then we're done. Okay? So attendance policy. To put briefly and to put shortly, you are required to check in with me daily. Whether that's face-to-face, verbal communication on Google Meets, whether that's using this check-in form that I already showed you on Google Classroom, okay? To refresh your memory, it looks like this. You can definitely fill this out if you want. It's on Google Classroom, but it's also here, okay? And email, you can email me. So all these ways are solid. If you cannot, for whatever reason, log in to Google Meets during the scheduled time, just fill this out or just email me. That way I know you're live. The only way that I will not give you points for an attendance that week is if I don't hear from you in any particular day and you aren't working at all. So let's just say this. You're the type of student that likes to get work done fast. So I post everything on Monday and you get all your work done for the whole week, plus even the weekend homework assignment for the next week done by Tuesday. So like, okay, you are, since I saw that you're working on Monday and Tuesday, you are attending school and I will give you points for that during that week, especially if you checked in with me, okay? Either through the form or through Google Meets on our scheduled days. Now let's just say Wednesday, you don't meet with me on Google Meets because you're done with everything, right? But you do the form, okay? Then I will see on Wednesday you did the form. Great, fantastic. But now, listen, what if on Thursday and Friday you don't fill out this form? What if you don't visit me on Google Meets? What if you don't email me or communicate to me at all? And I don't see you work on Math Excel literally at all, what will happen? It means you're absent and you actually will receive a 0 for that day for attendance. So depending on the days of the week, if it's Monday through Friday, you'll get 5 points, 1 point per day. So because you did all your work on Monday and Tuesday, you get 2 points. Because you checked in with me via the form on Wednesday, you get 3 points. Okay? But since you didn't show up or do anything or communicate to me at all on Thursday, Friday, I'm not going to give you points. You actually get 3 out of 5 points on Synergy. It's a small grade, but they do add up. This is different than quarter 4, guys. You need to know that. It's different than quarter 4. So please, this is my expectation. This is actually every teacher's expectation to show up. And I believe it's Mace's expectation, just MHP in general. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Email me, please. Honors contracts, I already went through. These are the grades, accessing grades, and blah, 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 and the academic dishonesty policy. I already said that it's pretty difficult to cheat in stats. It's one of those classes where it's concept-based, so it's not just like find X. It's basically giving you paragraphs of information, and you need to decipher what to do. But that's okay. You know why? Because we have tons of technology-based, technology such as Desmos, that will literally help you with that. So without further ado, let's get to our Desmos activity. This is going to be a grade, 25 points, and I do expect it to be done no later than 8/3 on Monday. So 8/3 is August 3rd, Monday, by 4 p.m. Okay, I want it to be done. So go to student.desmos.com and type in this. If you're new to working with statistics and not really sure what Desmos is, this is a great link to go to. It's actually a great tutorial, so you can click on that. All right, statistics. What is it? We are going to be using Desmos a lot. I mean a lot. I can't emphasize that enough. If you're not familiar with Desmos, then you need to be familiar with it really, really fast. So see, it's really short. It'll finish in like 10 minutes. So again, if you're new to working, go to there. We have some challenges for you. Different things that you may need to know about Desmos and how to work with statistics on Desmos. They're fun little things. So I'm going to go through some of them, and then hopefully you can follow along. I expect you guys actually to follow along right now with me as on the video. So I have a list here from A equals bracket 0 all the way to 100. That ... means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all the way to 99, 100. It's a 101 list because 0 is included. Find the mean of list A. How do I do that? I'll show you. You can literally type in mean and then parentheses A. What does that mean? That means the average of all the numbers 0 through 100 is literally 50. And that should make sense, right? Because you're literally just taking 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, and then you're adding them all up, and then you're dividing by the number of numbers, which is 100, and that gives you 50. So there's another way to do it. You can go over here. You go to functions, and then stats. You can actually type in mean right here, and it will still do it for you. Okay, great stuff. We're going to do a lot of these functions here. Okay, if I want to know the actual total, let's just say I want to know what does it actually add up to? Adds up to 5,050. You divide that by 100 numbers, and then you get 50, of course. Okay, so that's the first one. All you need to do is really just copy down what I just did. Isn't that great? It's great. Okay, so this is find the medium and the mean of lists x1 and x or y1. So these are lists. These are tables in Desmos, data points. It's actually a scatter plot. So if I zoomed up here, I can see that this is what we call a scatter plot. Maybe something you remember in Algebra 1. Maybe. Okay, but it's a scatter plot. I want to know what the median and mean is. So I'll do it for this one. I can type in mean again, and then I'm going to literally just say x, and then don't worry about what's happening on the graph here, but just x, and then just type in 1 right after. And then I literally get 5.5. So what's my mean? What's my average of the whole list of x1 right here, of all those numbers? It's 5.5. Now what if I want to know the median x1? I can just type in median x and then type in 1 right after. I get, again, 5.5. So go ahead and finish for y1, do the same thing, mean and median for y1, see if you get something similar. That's how you would do it. And that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be doing a lot on Desmos. It's a very, very, very technologically based class, statistics is. Okay. This one, it's going to ask you to copy the data. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on it. It's going to give me all this fun jazz. It even gives you instructions. Isn't that great? Highlight columns B and C. If I can. Highlight columns B and C. I'm going to copy the data if I can. Why can't I copy this? Fine. Let's just do this. Yeah. I'm just going to do Control C. Let's see if that works. And then I'm going to go over here and paste it. It does not. What the junk? Well, let's just say this, because I can't really go down. It's a lot of data entries. I mean, a lot. Yeah, not a lot, but I'm just going to put this up to you. How about that? But it's really easy. All you have to do is just select this, copy the data. I'm just going to do half of it. How about that? And you guys can do the full thing. Okay? What I did was Control C. I go over here. I just do Control V. I paste the data. This isn't all the data, by the way, so you will get something different. So I didn't copy all the data down. Okay? Now what it's going to want you to find is find the population standard deviation of the Y1. What is that? So if I type in STDEV and then P for population, I can then type in parentheses Y1, and this will give me what this is. We'll learn what standard deviation is and what the population is and the sample and all that stuff shortly, okay? Specifically next week. So don't worry too much about that. But that's how you do that, okay? Pretty interesting stuff. And then I think I'm going to just do a couple of these for you. So this is the Lego sets for x1, y1, and it wants us to find the quantile, so function, and then it gives us a hint here. Type this in for row 2. So I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to copy that, type that in for row. The problem with that is it's not my actual one. I need to delete that, and I just need to actually type in a subscript 1. How I do that is I just delete it and just literally type 1 right after. That's it. So it's 6.99. And then they say this is going to be in for row 6. So I'm going to type in row 6 here, paste, delete, type in 1 again, and you get this. And they want you to fill out the rest. I'm going to kind of start it with you. So quantile, it's similar to quartile, and we're going to learn briefly the difference next week. Quantile Y1, if this is 0 and that's 1, and I have 3 more spots in between, what if I just do 0.25? Okay. The next one, the next one, if I do quantile Y1, not 0.25, what's next? To get to a whole, what's next? Well, it's the next quarter, right? So 25 cents, what's 2 quarters together? 50 cents. So why is it not doing it? That's what I want to know. Oh, I didn't finish it. Quantile. There you go. 0.5. I wonder if you guys can get this one out. If I do quantile and then Y1, what goes here? It's a quarter. What's 3 quarters together? Okay, try to figure that out. And then right here, just play. I want to see something. Maybe make a table, make a graph, make something, kind of explore Desmos articles and everything, statistics, and just play around. Okay? And that's it. Okay? We're going to be using Desmos a lot. So please make sure you make an account on Desmos and do everything like that because it's definitely useful, I'm telling you. And that's going to be due, again, this activity is due Monday by 4 p.m. So that's everything I have for you guys. Syllabus due by Wednesday 8/5. just fill out the form on Google Classroom, or I think I have the same form on the actual syllabus. Fill that out as well if you don't want to go to Google Classroom. Complete this Desmos activity by Monday by 4 p.m. And I hope to see you guys, actually. Please show up on Monday. I hope to see an email from you guys, maybe tomorrow, because I'm recording this on Thursday. But on Friday, maybe I hope to see an email. Just email me, just say, hey, I got your video. It's good, it's solid. I know what I'm doing. Can't wait for Monday. That would be great. Okay. So I just want to say I love statistics. I'm really excited for you guys to be working here with me. So if you need anything at all, just let me know. All right, email me, do anything. But without further ado, I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys have the best day ever. Please make good choices. This is Mr. Carlson. I'll see you next time.